Welcome to ACT Notes Tutorials. My name is Shelley, and I am going to give you a quick tutorial on incremental funding. What is incremental funding? The incremental funding policy states that partial funding of a contract is allowed with additional funds anticipated to be provided at a later time. The amount budgeted shall be limited to the budget authority needed to cover all costs expected to be incurred during a 12-month period. This is used when the total cost of a project can't be covered within the current allocated budget because the project spans multiple years. The definition of incremental funding means the partial funding of a contract or an exercised option, with additional funds anticipated to be provided at a later time. Incremental funding for cost reimbursement contracts. The contract clause for incremental funding for cost reimbursement contracts is prescribed in 48 CFR 3432. Under this clause, initial funds will be obligated under the contract to cover an estimated base performance period. Additional funds are intended to be allotted to the contract by contract modification, up to and including the full estimated cost of the entire period of performance. The government will not be obligated to reimburse the contractor for costs incurred in excess of the periodic allotments, nor will the contractor be obligated to perform in excess of the amount allotted. Incremental funding for fixed-priced contracts. A fixed-price contract, which falls under Federal Acquisition Regulation Subpart 232, may be incrementally funded only if it's for services that do not exceed 1 year in length and uses funds available as of the date the funds are obligated. And, a contract that uses funds available from multiple fiscal years and is funded with research and development appropriations or Congress has otherwise authorized incremental funding. Incremental funding for research, development, test and evaluation contracts. Appropriations are available for 2 fiscal years, but the incremental funding policy states that you can only budget for those contract costs expected to be incurred in the first fiscal year. The second year of availability is only there to provide flexibility in the event of schedule slippage. Although, all second-year obligations of funds must be restricted to only those tasks within the scope of the approved budget year program. Thank you for watching this tutorial on incremental funding. For more information, please visit the webpage. Congratulations on finishing this tutorial and thanks for visiting ACT Notes.